Hey guys, what's up? It's Hina, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're not, welcome back. This is a bit of a late upload. I was having some issues, but the main thing is I fixed them. This is part 2 to my Fire Red Pokemon series, and without further ado, let's get started. On my Twitch channel is where I do most of my training, unless I forget to, which is pretty rare. On my last stream, I trained up both my Rattata and my Mankey, and they are now both level 8. Just past this sign is where the old man teaches us to catch Pokemon. This part is pretty much useless because we've already caught 4 Pokemon and it's just not needed in the game. So I cut out his little teaching session, and this part is interesting because here we are moving into the Viridian Forest, home to multiple bug Pokemon. I believe Yellow and Lance actually originated in this forest, and Yellow is my favorite character in Pokemon Adventures. Here I actually realized I had no Pokeballs, and I actually had to go buy some more. Okay, so I actually bought more Pokeballs and potions, so I'm essentially broke, but ready to catch more Pokemon. The first one we encounter is a Weedle, which I believe evolves into a Kakuna, and then one of my favorite Pokemon, a Beedrill, which in Pokemon Adventures, Giovanni actually used to defeat Lance. So embarrassingly, I tried to catch this Weedle, but it failed, so I opted for burning it to a crisp instead. In the last battle, I realized that I needed a less stronger Pokemon in my startup, so I switched to Mankey instead, which, as you can see in this battle, was not the smartest option. I really thought right here I was going to be poisoned, which I did not prepare for. Whenever I'm in this forest, I almost always get poisoned, so I'm not sure why I didn't buy any antidotes, but thankfully I was not poisoned. Thankfully, at least here, I was able to catch Weedle. Here I found my first ever Pokeball, and in it was another Pokeball, which would replace the one that the first Weedle wasted. I found a Metapod in this battle, and as much as I like Butterfree, I cannot like Metapod. I honestly just find them completely useless and very easy to catch. They know only one move, Harden, which boosts their defense. However, they are second to Magikarp, the first useless Pokemon I despise. Magikarp evolves into Gyarados, which I like, my favorite water Pokemon, but Splash literally does nothing, and they don't give that much XP either when you render them unconscious. I do end up catching this Metapod, and I do plan on eventually evolving it to a Butterfree when I get the chance. I found another Pokeball with a potion in it instead, which will come very useful. I saw a Pokemon trainer up ahead, so I switched out Mankey for Pidgey. I knew the bug types would be no match for my Pidgey, and Pidgey needed the XP anyways, so it's no big deal. Like I predicted, Pidgey easily beat Catcher Rick and leveled up in the process. I decided to speed up these last 3 battles because they were unimportant. I leveled up a bit more, and I also caught a Caterpie before leaving the Viridian Forest. I'm trying a new way of recording where I write down what I'm going to say before I say it. That way you don't hear me say half the time. If you guys like it this way better, please let me know in the comments down below. I think it just sounds like me reading, but I never know, so I'm asking you guys what you think. And finally, just past Route 2, we reach Pewter City, where Brock is with the Boulder Badge. After a quick Pokemon Center run and assessment of my Pokemon, I decided they needed more training, especially Mankey. Mankey is my star Pokemon for Brock. I would need him in defeating Onyx, which is his most powerful Pokemon. I ended up catching a Kakuna and a Caterpie before I went into training. So I didn't do that much training. The bug Pokemon were not actually giving Mankey that much XP, so I figured if I battled one of the gym trainers, I could actually just level up that way. I know that Onyx, Brock's most powerful Pokemon, is at least a level 14, and I know Mankey is a level 9, but I'm banking on the super effective moves and the critical moves. When I entered the gym, I hesitated. I really thought that there was going to be 2 trainers in this gym, but there actually wasn't. There was only one. Now I really have to rely on my super effective moves even more. I'm used to playing Pokemon Emerald and other Pokemon games. Onyx is one of the best Pokemon in the game, and I really want to use it for my final 6. I have 3 that I already want to use. My Charizard, I want to use my Pidgeotto, and I want to use Onix. I will need a water Pokemon as well. Mankey got into the yellow zone, but don't worry, I have potions. Feeling confident, I wanted to keep Mankey out in the field because I wanted Mankey to level up. However, I realized really quickly that this was actually the wrong move. Mankey was not strong against Sandshrew, so I had to switch it for Charmander. Sandshrew could not do any super effective moves on Charmander. As you can see, Sandshrew clearly wasn't even in the mood to, so I just burned it, got it down to yellow before I could finish it with one final Ember move. And done. Sandshrew is now defeated. Mankey also leveled up, and after I potioned, I challenged Brock. I decided to keep Mankey as the front runner because Mankey was my hero. Mankey would be able to defeat the Pokemon easily. I just hoped that being a level 10 was not going to ruin his chances. Already, the gods smiled down on me because they rewarded me with a critical hit. This felt amazing, and my confidence was soaring at this point. Mankey finally defeated Geodude, and here comes the monster, Onix. At a hulking level 14 and my puny level 10, after this low kick, I got him down to the yellow zone. One more move and he would be done. And with that, I defeated Brock. Brock was finally defeated, and I won the Boulder Badge. And I also learned a new move at the same time. I don't know why I used that voice for the whole time. That was like really odd. I did not mean to do that. Flash, okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna need Flash for another part. I also got TM39 from Brock, and actually this move destroyed me whenever I tried to challenge Brock before. Rock Tomb was the worst. I am going to save it though because I'm going to use it when I get an Onix. But that's it. I finally got the Boulder Badge. Continuing on in my Pokemon journey, I came across one of the scientists from the professor's lab, and he gave me a gift, the running shoes. The running shoes are a gift from your mother after you finish the first Pokemon gym. In the Pokemon Emerald, you actually get the running shoes before you even go off on your adventure, but here you get them after you defeat Brock. I quickly switched Charmander from Mankey because I know that there are a lot of Pokemon trainers after, and I tried out my new running shoes. I decided to just speed through these battles because they are tedious and uneventful. I just leveled up some more and learned a move, but overall they were very easy. It is currently 3:48 a.m. and I have been editing for over 6 hours. If you guys could please do me the favor of subscribing to my channel and leaving a like, I would really appreciate it. I also have a Discord community server which is slowly growing and active and trying to gain more members. So come have some fun. I would just skip over this part, but I don't think I really could. It's really just showing my progress and battling so many Pokemon, so I decided to just skip through it. But now, Charmander is actually evolving. I actually did not even think that I was going to be evolving in this video, but hey, I finally leveled up and evolved into a Charmeleon. so soon I will be a Charizard as well. So I trained up some more Pokemon in the rest of the battles and leveled up some more. Quite frankly, this whole process was extremely boring for me as well because it was actually just really easy. It was just not going fast enough for me. I did encounter a Jigglypuff, which was a fairy type, so that was surprising. I did read somewhere that they were rare to find in the wild. There was a patch of grass after, so I trained up my Pokemon and I found this cave. I'm not quite sure why her text was in red. Text in red normally means that it's important, so it might have been just telling me that there were Geodudes around, but I'm not quite so sure. But I did find that the tunnel goes to Cerulean. So I actually wandered around aimlessly before I went into Mount Moon and encountered this young lady who would eventually be my wake-up call. I was actually just going to save this part for the next video, but I didn't actually think that it would be long enough. It actually feels long enough editing this, but it's really not. It's only been hitting the 11 minutes and 30 seconds mark, and we've still got 10 more minutes to go. Encore is another one of those moves that I really don't understand why it's in the game. Like, what is the point of it? I am now a level 17, so that's wonderful. Iris is such a pretty name. Why did I go? Okay. So apparently I felt the need to go into the Pokemon Center, but I went back into Mount Moon and I found a TM09 Bullet Seed, which would come very handy in the future. And I went to go see if I could use it on any of my Pokemon, which is weird because I know that I can't use it on any of my Pokemon, so I don't know why I did that. That was useless. But I did go and defeat some more of these Pokemon battles. So if you didn't know, you can get some hidden items from meteors, which is what I was doing right there. And my very first Pokemon wild battle, and it's a Zubat, which I hadn't caught yet. So of course I was going to try to catch it. Immediately in the yellow zone. Leech Life barely does anything. It took 1 HP off of my Charmeleon, so I don't know if that's because I have a high level or because it just purely wasn't effective. And I caught a Zubat. Yes! After a couple of Zubats, which I cut out, obviously, I found a Geodude, which would be really, really crucial in defeating the league. I needed an Onix for my final 6, so I needed to be able to catch this Geodude. Yes! Okay. Yes, I caught Geodude. Yes. At this point in the game, I was really thinking of just stopping right here and not continuing on at all, leaving, doing my outro and everything, but I came across this Paris, so I really wanted to catch it really quick. Getting it done to the yellow zone is the easiest at this stage. Paris is really interesting. I have never tried to evolve it. Ah! Well, I almost had it. Why do Pokemon have to do this to me? Yes. Okay. I caught it, finally. A Paris. I don't know what a Paris is supposed to be. So, the second that I went down this ladder, I saw Team Rocket, and I realized that I had actually made a huge mistake. I looked to see how many potions that I had, and I gave some to Charmeleon just in case they were too leveled up, and went to defeat my first Team Rocket gangster. According to them, they're gangsters. Prepare for trouble. What? Prepare for trouble. Make it double? Something like that. I used to remember it all the time. My mom loved Pokemon. My brother also loved Pokemon. He collected the cards. I just wasn't into the cards. I was into the games. So I enjoyed playing the games on my mom's old Game Boy, which is what inspired me to make this series. I had a DS growing up. My brother had the DS and then he gave it to me, and my mom would let me play her Game Boy. But if I'm being completely honest, I wasn't really delicate with electronics. Let's just say that I got mad. I get mad very easily, and I destroy things. Well, I used to when I was little. Of course, I'm out of that phase, and like all kinds of little kids go through that phase. But I don't destroy things anymore, and that's the point. But I realized that this was probably not the best thing to do, so I just decided to leave. However, I found a Clefairy, and I think this is where I read that they are actually rare to find in the wild. I'm actually not sure if I caught it. I completely forgot. See, this is the problem with doing voiceovers. You forget things. Oh, by the way, I just completely ignored doing the script. At the end, at least, it's 4 in the morning. I'm trying to go to sleep. So, I'd rather not waste time watching it, typing out what I need to say, and then reading it. So, you're gonna get a little bit of two sides of me, so I guess you get to see which one you like best, I guess? Yeah, here it is. Its adorable appearance makes it popular as a pet, however, it is rare and difficult to find. So that's interesting. I actually found a rare Pokemon, but I see these all the time when I play this game. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end it here for today. This is actually a pretty short video. I expected it to be longer, but I cut it down pretty well. As usual, if you guys are not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button. I spent a long time on this video, and please leave a like on this video. And without further ado, I will see you guys next time. Bye!